Welcome back to Houston Live. Chef Andrew Zimmern is a James Beard award-winning chef. He's a writer, an Emmy-winning television personality. Now, he has teamed up with another chef and author, speaker Barton Seaver, who has spent his career promoting sustainability in the culinary world and even serving in the U.S. Culinary Ambassador Corps. So together, they have just released a brand new cookbook. It's called the Blue Foods Cookbook, which has been called the Sustainable Seafood Bible. It includes recipes and environmentally friendly practices for buying and cooking food from rivers, from lakes, from oceans. So imagine my excitement that Andrew and Barton are here with more on what inspired them to write that deeply meaningful and really necessary book. Welcome, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh my gosh, what a pleasure to have you guys in Houston. And I understand that you did a little bit of cooking last night. What are you doing in town? Let's start there.
Yeah, I mean, last night we were over at Central Market, which was fantastic. Lovely experience, meeting people, having a book sign. The staff there prepared food from the book. It was really a lovely evening. And as people are watching this, we're over at the H-E-B in Jordan Ranch. So if you're seeing this and you like it, turn off the TV when we're done and come see us.
Oh, people record our show. They can just go right now. Go to Jordan Ranch, and that's how they find what they love. If they see something they like on Houston Live, it's our hope that they go and meet you guys and get the book.
How does this... 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. I think this afternoon. So
1 to 2.
Join us.
1 to 2.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. 1 to 2. This guy knows his schedule. I would say follow him. How does this collaboration happen, Barton? Tell me about this.
Well, we met on a trout farm 20 plus years ago, and Andrew and I's trajectories have both been about, Andrew's so committed to food justice and food access, and I to sustainability, which go both hand in hand. You can't have one without the other, and this was an opportunity. The time is now to really think about how Blue Foods, well, what is Blue Food? It's more than just the seafood on our plate. It's thinking about that seafood in context. How do we eat seafood with intention to create positive public health, environmental, and economic outcomes? And this was our effort to give eaters permission to fall in love with seafood, to make it their preferred protein, and to do so and to explore it deliciously.
That's pretty incredible, but I think a lot of people look at this and they say, well, you guys have the platform. Thank you for doing that. I'm kind of out on the mix of that, but that's not true, is it, Andrew?
No, I mean, this is necessary for all of us if we want to heal ourselves, our families, our communities, and our planet. We set out to write a cookbook that's all about deliciousness, 145 amazing recipes that will teach you beautifully how to cook every variety of seafood and do it in a variety of techniques, to do so in a contemporary context, right? The recipes, we think, are modern and fantastic. They're also simple and family-friendly and easy for weeknight. Fish can be what's for dinner every night of the week if you so choose it. It is a convenience food. It cooks very quickly. It cooks from frozen very quickly, in fact. But then you bump up against, once you decide to make a cookbook like this, with the fact that most Americans don't cook seafood at home. Right? The vast majority of seafood we export, what stays in here, the vast majority we eat in restaurants. We love seafood, we don't cook it at home. And seafood would be a better choice for all of us if we all made it more of our regular diet, say just a couple times a week, swap out that beef, pork, or chicken recipe for one with seafood, and the world would change, right?
Absolutely.
It's incredible. I mean, it's incredible to think. And when we say this is like the sustainability, seafood sustainability Bible, you really mean this, because this is not a book you grab and say, well, I like shrimp, so I'm gonna go read the shrimp and that's all I'm gonna do. You guys are really teaching people that what our oceans and our lakes provide is seasonable, and we have to kind of listen in that way. Is that right?
Absolutely. We're both explorers. Andrew, legendarily so. I've worked as an explorer for National Geographic. We have in this book is represented cuisines from around the world, given our particular individual touch as well. But yes, we wrote this as a means to gain confidence and competence. Being at the seafood counter, talking to the person behind the counter, asking simply, hey, what's the best option for me to go home with tonight? What has the best story, the best narrative? What's freshest and best that's most likely to inspire? And of course, we know the cod, right? Of course, we know the salmon. But what about the haddock or the hake, the cusk, ling, monk, skate, wolf dog, eel, ray, pout place, dabs, flounders, witchback? I mean, I could go on, right? These are all just flaky white flesh fish. And one of them is sure to inspire tonight and to be the greatest deal that's available to us as well. And bring it home. And use this book, this Bible, to find the path then in your kitchen to make it absolutely delectable, delicious, and something that you're going to go back to time and time again.
I think that's something that seafood lovers, self-proclaimed seafood lovers, like people like me, say, well, I need to actually add some of this other, fish that you're talking about if I really do care about the sustainability part of it. Andrew, how important is it to form a relationship with your local fishmonger?
Well, luckily, there's so many places that are fantastic gatekeepers for you, and they're already there, whether it's at the seafood shop, the supermarket, or the specialty store. All of those groups have invested a lot of time and love into making sure that the people who are there bringing the fish in, even at the big box store, ask them where the seafood comes from, right? Ask them what's the best choice tonight. What's the best choice in the store? What came in today? Talk to them a couple of times. The third time you go, you're going to be on a first name basis, and it's actually going to change your life for the better. But for those that aren't able to make it to a store that's that committed to their seafood program, there's always someone there who's able to discuss it with you. And the facts don't lie. Eating seafood will change our health outcomes. They'll change the outcomes for our community, and they'll change our world, because seafood is a global commodity of unlimited proportions when you talk about farmed and you talk about fresh, both of which we approve, in the same way that we approve about fresh and frozen. I mean, if we added 2 seafood meals a week and took away 2 others, magic happens,
yeah,
right?
I mean, we would reduce our incidences of cardiac mortality, of overall mortality. It helps us with anxiety. It helps reduce stroke risk. It helps to maintain positive mental health, from diabetes to weight management. Seafood is where it's at.
Well, I'm glad we're having this conversation. I'm glad you guys are collabing on this book, and I'm just thankful you guys are here. Andrew Zimmern and Barton Seaver, they are not leaving yet. The Blue Food Cookbook is available now, and after the break, we're going to go into the kitchen. We're going to learn how to make Andrew and Barton's campfire trout that is fast, flavorful, and of course, it's sustainable.
Very.
Okay, Houston Life will be right back. Welcome back to Houston Life. We are back in the kitchen with celebrated chefs Andrew Zimmern and Barton Seaver in their new book, the Blue Food Cookbook. They offer not only delicious recipes, but best practices for sustainability efforts. And guys, I understand one of your favorite recipes in the book is this one right here, the campfire trout. And I said, this kitchen is a lot like camping anyway, so I'm glad we're doing it.
Well, I love this. So trout is one of our most sustainable species grown right here in the United States. Andrew and I are great friends with some of these trout farmers that are just doing a really great job. This is from our friends at Riverence Trout. Wrapped in bacon, sexy slices of lemon under there. You've got the acidity, the sweetness of the caramelizing citrus on there. You've got the, of course, smoky bacon served over the campfire. And then we're putting this over a salad simply dressed with homemade Italian dressing. Who doesn't love Italian dressing, right? And hold on one second. I just wanted to...
Oh, yeah.
That's the sexy sizzle right there.
He
ASMR.
loves the
It's a thing.
sizzle, the smell of the bacon.
Oh, man.
Andrew, tell me the story behind this, because there is an origin story of how this came to be.
Well, we actually met at a trout farm, right? We have lots of arguments over bacon with food.
Okay.
But I have no problem with bacon and a campfire situation. It seems to call for it, right?
Okay.
And the beautiful part of the trout right here is that wrapping it allows you not only to have the flavor of the bacon, not only is the trout basted with the bacon fat, but you're able to secure all of that lemon. And if you choose to stuff the middle of the trout with herbs or anything else that you would like to perfume that trout with, it comes out with a really superior piece of fish.
Okay, I'm seeing the fish laid out on some fennel here. What is the deal with fennel? Because I've heard you. Okay,
We're
the
obsessed.
obsession, the sexy lemon slice and the fennel. Why is that so important, guys?
Well, the fennel, like mint that's in this dressing, are ingredients that pair so well with all types of different fish. So we've started counting. We think the most dominant flavors in the book: fennel seed, fennel bulb, mint, is in a lot of our cooking, and was an unintended consequence. But why don't we start with the mint?
Okay.
While that's finishing and Barton is slicing,
That
let's
looks
make
beautiful.
the dressing.
Okay, you're going to make an
parsley
Italian
and
dressing?
mint. Go ahead, just dump that
Parsley,
in there.
mint, okay.
Onion powder and garlic powder.
Okay, must-haves.
Yep.
Okay.
You have oregano and thyme.
Oregano and thyme. Okay, I love the way that's.
Yeah, I know, me too. Lemon zest and brown sugar.
Okay.
Really simple. Recipe is in the book.
So there we
Yep.
go.
And why don't you just throw a nice little swoosh of Dijon mustard in there? A little more.
A little more.
Perfect,
Okay.
right? Now, if you just throw in a few tablespoons of vinegar.
I love that you're just throwing in.
That's lovely. And
great.
now you want to go about 2.5 to 1 olive oil to vinegar.
Okay.
So just do 3 glugs, a little bit more. Yes.
Okay.
A little salt.
Salt.
A little pepper.
Okay.
And go ahead and whisk that together. And then we'll taste that. Oh, that looks lovely. Look at how that's bound together.
Like that? Is that good? What if I only have store-bought?
I love it. It's perfect. By all means, if you have something in a jar, by all means. The most important thing is to make seafood part of your every night decision for dinner. Doesn't have to occur every night, but should be part of that process. You crushed that.
Oh, thank you.
One of the things that Andrew just brought up is making seafood for dinner, just a convenience food. Andrew and I, though we have, and you here in Texas have incredible access to wonderful fresh seafood.
Absolutely.
We are huge fans of the frozen seafood aisle. Why? Because it's a convenience factor. And frozen seafood earned a bad reputation. But the tides have changed on that, and now frozen seafood is an incredibly high quality product, and affordable. It's a convenience food. So on Tuesday night, dinner in my house, it's called survival. Right? I mean, I got a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old boy. We're going in 3 different directions always. I can just pull something out of the freezer, put it in my toaster oven, clean, lean, simple, just olive oil, and we're ready to go.
That's amazing. The studio smells delicious. It smells like bacon. I'm getting some of the herbs from the dressing, and
Well,
it
wait till you
looks
see
amazing.
what happens here.
Okay.
Because that hot fish goes on the plate, right? It's already seasoned. We have the saltiness from the bacon already there.
Okay.
And look at how beautiful this is. You take some of this vinaigrette, right? Looks very thick, but you can just zhuzh that down.
I love a zhuzhing of a
The
whole
fish, and it actually, you can see it start to melt and just season all of that
And now the mince
beautiful.
is being bloomed from the heat of the trout. I mean, I gotta say, nice job on this vinaigrette.
Hey, thanks. I had a good
job. This is great.
mentor here. That's nails. I mean, I don't mean a fish I don't like, but that is nails. That's so good.
Here's the thing. You brought up a really good point, right? Some people are caught up in all the different arguments in your head. Wild versus farmed, we believe in both. Fresh, frozen, we believe in both. As long as they're responsibly sourced, right? You're making a good decision for yourself and your community, as we talked about when we were over conversing earlier. Make seafood your choice for dinner. That's the best thing that you can do for yourself. And we have 145 fantastic recipes that do just that with bold, beautiful flavors. Convenience food for your family, show off food on a Saturday night.
So informative. It's a beautifully written book. There's a great foreword. Andrew Zimmern and Barton Seaver are doing wonderful things for us, guys. The Blue Food Cookbook is out now. We're going to put that link. It's already on our website, HoustonLife.tv. And gentlemen, I just want to say thanks again.
Thank you.
Pleasure. Thank you.